I have a feeling this is gonna bring in some new people to the Wander Wealthy channel. Hey friends, new and old, I'm Tess, this is Wander Wealthy, and today I'm going to share with you when the right time is to buy or sell stocks. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. My name is Tess, and Wander Wealthy is technically a community for women in their 20s and 30s, but I have a lot of male viewers, hey guys, and lots of people from all different age ranges, so you're welcome to get and enjoy this information just as much as everyone else. This community and this channel is for people who want to start making strides to improving their personal finances, become more developed from a personal growth standpoint, and hopefully have some of those dreams of traveling the world, and I can definitely help you get there too. But today we're talking about one of my favorite subjects, and I rarely talk about it on the channel because it can get very technical, but we are going to be talking about investing and specifically when to buy and or sell stocks. If you want more from me, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can get notified when I upload new videos, which I do on a weekly basis, all about the topics that I had mentioned earlier. Now, getting into the topic of discussion today, when is the right time to buy or sell stocks? The first thing I need to mention is that, first of all, very first and foremost, this is general information. It's information for you to use to go on and then assess your own personal situation. I cannot tell you what stocks to buy, when exactly to buy or sell, and I can't give you advice for your personal finances. You really need to make those decisions yourself or consult a professional that understands your specific situation. This is just for your general information, and I have to say that disclaimer because when you're in the financial world, it can get a little bit confusing. Now that we have that out of the way, I do have a channel specific disclaimer that I want to make, and that is that my approach to the stock market and investing is very specific to index investing. So if you are interested in buying or selling individual stocks, then this probably isn't the place for you. My focus is always on long-term growth and wealth accumulation. So unfortunately, if you're interested in buying and valuing individual stocks and trying to figure out when is the right time to buy or sell a stock individually as a company, then I can't give that information because no one knows when the right time is. That's just impossible to time. That's called timing the market, and a lot of people try to do it, and a lot of people lose money when they do that. So I can only answer the question of when to buy or sell your stocks as a whole, when to kind of learn how to get out of the market, or when the right time is to get into the market, and that's what I'm going to answer today, knowing that I'm talking about index investing, which means investing in the index as a whole. Just a little disclaimer for you there, and now we can talk about when is the right time to buy and sell. So let's talk about when the right time is to buy, because this is the biggest thing that I want to get my audience specifically on board with, is knowing that getting into the stock market is such a good decision for them to make. A lot of people are trying to figure out when the right time is for them to just start contributing their $100 a month into the stock market. They're worried maybe potentially right now is a time where the stock market is doing well, and they're afraid that they're going to invest when it's doing well, and then all of a sudden it's going to take a dive. Spoiler alert, that's going to happen to you probably multiple times throughout your life, but when you're trying to decide when the right time is to get in, the best time is now. If you have the money, it's time to get in the market. The reason is because while you're waiting around for the stock market to potentially crash so then you can choose the right time to get in, there's other people that have been in the market because they weren't afraid that a crash might be coming, and now they're making money. That's the thing. We just don't know what's going to happen. Sure, we can sit here and go, I have a pretty good feeling that the market's going to go down in, I don't know, a couple months or a couple years, but what use is it to you to sit here and hold your money and not invest in these other money-making opportunities that are going on in the stock market? There have been studies done at the cost that you incur by not being in the market during the best trading days of the last how many years. For example, JP Morgan did a 20-year study, and on average, the S&P 500 returned about 8.2% per year. This means if you were invested at the beginning of their study 20-ish years ago, then every 9 years you'd be doubling your money. But here's the deal. There are good days and there are bad days in the market, and a lot of people make the most of their money on very few number of days. So what JP Morgan found during this 20-year study was that if you were out of the market during any of the 10 best trading days over that 20-year period, you wouldn't be getting 8.2% return on average each year. Your average rate of return per year would drop to about 4.5%. And if you missed the 20 best trading days of that 20-year time frame, so you just weren't in the market one day each year on average, then your rate of return would go from 8.2% per year on average to about a 2% return. You're almost better off leaving your money in the bank. But that's the thing. That's what you get for trying to time the market. When you're sitting on the ledge, watching your friends all dive in, and you're waiting for the tide to go out because you want to get in at the best time, the problem is we don't know when that best time is. And if your friends are already there during one of those good trading days and you're still standing on the ledge waiting for it to happen because you can't quite determine what that day is, you're going to miss out on a whole lot of wealth accumulation. This is why I personally teach index and long-term investing strategies, and why I encourage people that if they do have that money set aside, to start putting it into the markets as soon as they can. Not because I'm telling them that it's a good time to get in, but because it's in their best interest for not knowing what the market's going to do, because none of us do. If we did, we'd all have private yachts and not be working. Then the best thing you can do is just be in the market and hope that you get those good trading days in your future. So that's the best way I can answer the question on when is the best time to buy stocks. Now I want to briefly answer the question on when the best time is to sell. So again, if you're looking for individual stock sales advice, then this isn't the right place for you, because I don't teach individual stock trading. It's just not something that I feel is a wise decision for a lot of my viewers and for myself. The way I teach investing is long-term investing or investing for goals. And with your goals, you generally have a timeline. So you can figure out what you should be invested in based on that timeline, where your asset allocation should be. When I talk about asset allocation, I mean how much money should be invested in stocks that are a little bit higher risk, and how much should be invested in bonds that are a little bit lower risk, and how much money you should have in cash, which eliminates that risk. There is a fine balance, and you need to figure out the right one based off of the investment horizon that you're looking at for each goal that you are investing for. So if you're wondering when the best time is to sell your stocks, it heavily depends on when your goal is going to mature, when you need that money. Now there's a whole lot more that goes into this, because you're probably going to have to figure out what the proper asset allocation is as you start getting closer to that maturity date of your goal, and you might start switching from stocks to bonds, and then from bonds to cash, and there's just a lot more to it. But I just want to at least deliver that frame of mind that you should be in when you are sitting here trying to go, when should I sell and get out of the stock market? And if you're young and you're investing for the long term, you're looking at retirement, then you have a while. But just know that you're going to have to tweak your asset allocation as you get closer, and some stuff that's in the market, whether it's in bonds or stocks, might have to eventually start shifting out into cash. So there's good news here, which is that you don't really have to feel this pressure of needing to time the market, because no one can really do it, and very few people actually make money when they try to time the market. I'm serious, like less than 1%. Investing doesn't have to be scary, and it doesn't have to be as difficult as a lot of people make it seem. If you are interested in learning more about investing, I have an awesome 10-day email series. Think of it as a mini investing boot camp. You can sign up for it in the link down below, or go to wanderwealthy.com/invest, and I will deliver it straight to your inbox. stocks. Now remember, it is long-term investing or goals-based investing, and it's primarily index investing. I'm not teaching you how to buy and value individual companies and stocks, so just keep that in mind as you sign up for it. But I do promise you that you're gonna get some great knowledge and education from signing up for this series. You're gonna get a good long explanation of the different terms and the different strategies and methodologies that you can take into your invested future. So wanderwealthy.com/invest will help you get wiser. It'll school you on investing 101, and it'll help you get prepared for building wealth into the future. I'll link everything down below in the description box, and I invite you to ask me any questions that you have. So go down into the comments section and type up your investment related questions or any other money or personal development or travel related questions, because I want to hear from you and I respond to every single comment. So please leave me something down there. And finally, if you're new here and you're still going, I want to find out more about money and all the other stuff that this lady is talking about, then hit that subscribe button, because I upload on a weekly basis. Hit the thumbs up button so I know that you like this video and you want me to make more, plus it really supports my channel. And until I see you next time, I hope you enjoyed my first official investing video, and I also hope you wander wealthy.